This was the best day for space since the FAA license approval, okay? 32% in one day is absolutely crazy. Actually, there's three things that you need to consider that also impact space. There's obviously the geopolitical situation. Second, what is going on with the Fed. And then the third thing, the 10-year bond and the 2-year bond. I think the stock, without a question, will go back to 60 and more. Just give it a little bit of time. Welcome to the after party. Yes, this was a day. I'm recording this pre-market on Wednesday, so please, if there's any crazy moves, it might not be in this video, but I am telling you what I'm watching next, okay? Because this is now the hot time for space and you don't want to miss anything. I posted already a couple of stuff on my Instagram, so check it out on my Instagram. And what a day. I mean, this was the best day for a single gain for space since the FAA license approval, okay? I think on that day we went 40%, okay? But 32% in one day is absolutely crazy. I mean, this is giving us a whole new situation here. Yes, you can see, and I hope that you did something similar and followed me, that I buy every month, so I'm getting, you know, those prices here. I really hope that you do this as well, because this is the best you know, way to buy and establish a great position in a company, okay? However, let's talk about the pre-market as of now, okay? Because as I have seen, I don't know if this is still the case, but the party continues a little bit. As you have seen, it was like 3% to $11 pre-market. Now it's a little bit lower. It's like $10.80. The overall market though is like positive but negative. But there's one thing, okay? Actually, there's three things that you need to consider that also impact space, okay? So first of all, there's obviously the geopolitical situation, all right? So what happened with Ukraine and Russia? Now, it seems like it eased a little bit, but maybe it's just a trick or whatsoever, we don't know. Okay, so this is still waiting on the market until it really, you know, from both sides it's said, or from one side rather said, from Russia's side, they are saying, okay, there's no moving into this country. Second, what is going on with the Fed? And this can drag until March and past March, because on the 16th and 17th of March, I think it's the Tuesday and Wednesday for the Fed meeting, the next Fed meeting, where they rise next the rates, okay? So cheap money will be history officially, okay? And also they will tell us the outlook of what they see and so on. So this will be a kind of interesting situation. And actually JP Morgan came out with a study that they looked into the last 50 years or so. They said, okay, every time we had this kind of sell-off that we saw in January, usually the market goes up 6% or 10%, and then we have even a lower low. So this is something that I'm still you know, concerned about. And then the third thing, the 10-year bond and the 2-year bond, they are slowly but surely going together, which if the 10-year bond is less than the 2-year bond, it's basically called the inverse yield curve, which then implies that we're going into a recession. That means that if we're going into a recession, then this is also very weighting on the economy. So you see, even though space do nothing, those three big factors is overweighting the overall market, okay? Now let's dive into specifics of space. We know the characteristic of space, okay? What's happening usually? We go this up and then we sell off, okay? So expect this, so you will not get disappointed, all right? However, it shows you, you know, that not only how excited people are for the stock, but how big the rebound potential is. Imagine that they just open the ticket sales, they are changing the branding, and they put out a couple of videos and the stock goes absolutely crazy, okay? So think about how the stock will perform when they will release the spaceship, when they will do test flights, when they will announce how many tickets they sold. Additionally, if they give us a little bit of an introduction how they will scale the production of spaceships, how they will do the first test flights with the new enhanced kind of fleet, then the first passengers, and so you see there's like thousands of crazy catalysts for space to even go to space, literally, okay, to the moon. I think the stock, without a question, will go back to 60 and more. Just give it a little bit of time. Just don't be this person that goes into a stock and complain after a half year because he didn't understood that it's a very long-term investment. It's a very, very cult investment as well. Think about it. It's a cult stock, okay? People want to be either full for space or full against it. They say this will never work. This is just a dream of Richard Branson. Shamash Palihapitiya is selling all of the stocks and so on. Even though some of these arguments are totally wrong, however, they are trying to get the market to FUD, okay? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt, okay? This is the one side. But the pro-cult space investors, they are more like, let's do this. Let's get really, really into the next big phase. And yes, of course, they have to enhance the fleet to make it safe and ready to go to fly more times, which is basically the best goal ever for an investor, to fly more passengers on more regular schedules. Okay, obviously, right? If you don't understand this, then you are stupid. Okay. So I mean, and that's why you have this code between those both sides. However, though, so I'm watching definitely the space earnings that will be in about 5-6 days time on the 22nd of February. I will be obviously live, so you will be here with me on the channel to watching this. Maybe we have a great surprise in the ticket sales, right? Maybe we are having some other surprises that nobody was thinking about. Okay, we definitely get an update on the enhancement product, and we will know how the maintenance project will move further and further, and then I'm really looking forward how the stock will react then. Okay, tomorrow is Virgin Galactic Fridays, so don't miss on that, because there we will talk about how we actually how this will impact the stock chart as well, and many more stuff. So finally, I want to give you one more thing. So actually, when you are following Virgin Galactic, then you are also registered for their newsletter or for their news. Now, a couple of days ago, there was an email that everyone got, which like, oh, Virgin Galactic opens limited ticket sales, right? Then you clicked on the link and you got like all the informations, like, okay, what you need to do. First, you register yourself and you actually pay a $10,000 deposit to schedule a call. So they filter already everybody out that is not liquid, right? Because in the end of the day, it's like a $500,000 product. So they want to be effective in speaking only with the people that are having the money and are serious about it, okay? Then you basically talk with them and you have like a sales call, which is fantastic. You get all the details, how everything works and so on. You can ask things. And then after that, you are having to deposit $150,000. And so total you are down like with $160,000, and which then serves as a deposit for your seat. And then you will be the next possible passenger at Virgin Galactic. And then on the day or just before, you are basically paying the rest, right? So, which is a great concept. I mean, this is how you should do it. I don't think like there's a better concept to do it. Like get a good deposit, get like a small or smaller deposit to make sure that only people who are really serious about it are getting in. But if you are now opening the same link, okay, you are getting to that page not found. Okay, and actually this is quite interesting, because this means either of two things. First, they got so much demand that they close it again, which would be crazy and which would blow everybody's mind on the 22nd of February. Second option, they just changed the website and therefore it's somehow it went under, but I don't know where else you can find that. I mean, if you're going, let's go to the website real quick and see what we do. Fly with us. So you can only, there's not this same information that was there before. It's just like the registration of interest, right? So it's not the same. So actually you cannot get to the website that they actually advertised in the email. So basically now the question, is it because they have too much demand, the number one point, or second, they just figured something out to be more better option. Maybe they hadn't much people, but why did they change then if they don't have much people, right? Doesn't make really sense. So I hope really from the bottom of my heart that this is now the first time that they open the ticket sales. Think about it, it's the first time they open the ticket sales after they talked with all of the people who are interested in the 700 astronauts that they got already. And maybe it's just so much work. They said, wow, stop it. 500 people or more just registered. So maybe it's something we should stop for now just to work through and show the people that there's huge demand. So quite interesting. I think the real answer, is only by time we will know. And I want to tell you a small story, okay? Actually, with the name, time will tell. So there's a small boy, he's getting, a horse, and everybody says, wow, that's so nice that the boy got the horse, right? And the wise old man in the village says, time will tell. Then what happens? The boy fall down from the horse and break his leg, okay? So the people saying, oh, it was the worst decision for him to get the horse. The wise man says, time will tell. Then basically the military says, everybody who is young and fit need to go to the military. And basically everybody says, wow, it's the best thing that happened to the boy, that he broke his leg and he cannot go to the war, right? And the wise man says, time will tell. So in the end of the day, we can put so much into rumors and everything, but in the end of the day, time will tell.